Hello everyone, I am here today to do a video on my newest journal that I made for myself, and it is my faith journal for this spring. But before I get started on this one, I wanted to say thank you to one of my subscribers. Her name is Tina, and I think it is Jagger. I think that's the way you say her last name. But she sent me the cutest little Happy Mail, and I wanted to thank her before I actually put this stuff with my journaling things, because everything that I'm getting in my Happy Mails and swaps, I'm using in my journals. But she sent me some feathers from her ducks and her geese. She had watched my video where I was working on the wings collection, and she sent me some of her feathers, which I thought was so cute. That's sweet. I thought that was sweet. And she sent it in this beautiful little envelope, which I will keep and use. And then she just made this little, like an embellishment holder to hold ephemera and things. And there's just little pockets here. Let me take that out, because that's actually my note. As you can see, there's two little pockets and there's a tag here, and then she sent me some seed packets, which I thought was really cool. So I can use those also in my journals. So I just wanted to thank her. So if you're watching, Tina, thank you so much for sending me that. It really made my day. And I got it a couple days ago. I just haven't had a chance to share it, and I wanted to share that real quick. So, I hope everybody's doing well through this really, really crazy and rough time. I don't know, people are sick and people are losing loved ones, and it's just absolutely horrible. So I'm praying for everyone out there. I made me a faith journal that I wanted to use for spring, and a while back I had bought a little kit on an Etsy shop that she told me today she no longer has. She has closed her shop, but it had some vintage items. It had like this fabric and this piece of lace, and then there was a few other things like a little doily and stuff. And I purchased it and I put it back for myself, and it actually fit for a standard size journal. Now this is only 8 inches. I think it's 8 inches. Yeah, it's only 8 inches tall, because I do like the 8 inch and the 4.5 inch wide. I think the 8.5 inch is too tall. I don't know, it just kind of bugs me. But this will fit in my traveler's notebook, which I just ordered a new one from Carpe Diem, which I'm really excited because it's the blush pink. But that is the cover, and that is a pocket right there. So I just, of course I did this in sections, and what I did was I took a piece of cardstock and then I just sewed my fabric on, and then I went back and added a pocket, sewed that on the inside. I did not add a pocket back here. It's my writing board, because I didn't want to cover this rose, and there's roses throughout this whole thing, because roses are definitely my favorite. I just love flowers, period. But the pocket actually goes back here, so you've actually got a little pocket here. And then I just sewed this on and then added the lace. So this is actually one piece of fabric here, and then I put the lace right on top. Then I used some of the fabric to make some tabs, and I also made a ruffle right here. And so with that, where I put the most of it on the inside of the page, I could use it as a tuck spot. So I just added that journaling card. So I want to show you how I set up my journals for me to use. And this one, like I said, I think I said it's my faith journal. I have this writing board that I made. It's out of Prima paper, and it's just laminated, and I just kind of swap it back and forth with all my journals, and it just sits in the back, and then I can just put it in between my pages, and then I have something that I can just write on. So let's just flip through this real quick. And I have things just sitting in here because I haven't adhered them down yet, and I thought I would just do that while we go through this, or maybe just after I do a flip through. But so I added this pocket here, and this is actually an envelope, and I think almost everything in here besides the fabric was Happy Mail or a swap. So everything was pretty much given to me, except for a few things like the cardstock wasn't. But this was in a recent swap. all of my journaling cards, I think all of them, come from Emily. I purchased something from her and then she sent me something. So I definitely need to find out where these come from, because I want to purchase the digital kit so I can use them in my journals to sell, because I love roses and these are definitely some of my favorites. So right now I just have this in here. I will be decorating the front, but as I'm working through my journal and decorating it, I want to keep in mind what I'm using it for. And so I will have some type of a tag, you know, here, and this will be for whatever I want, you know, prayer requests, whatever I want to put right here. And then I want lots of journaling cards that I can write on. That way it's kind of hidden and it's, you know, a privacy thing. It's not as soon as you open your journal, there it is. And so that's one reason I like my fabric flips. And this fabric was sent to me in Happy Mail, I think. Whoops, everything's falling out. In Happy Mail, I think. Or Swap, one or the other. I cannot remember right now. This little thing that fell out, I love this. Laura sent this to me a while back, and it's just a little embellishment. It says, "There's no place like home. Women need solitude." And I think that's gorgeous. So I've been saving that for something special, and it's actually going in this journal. I think I lost the page right there. Okay, so let's see. Right here on the back of this envelope, I'm actually going to put this piece right here. And yes, I changed my view so I could actually do some work. And then I'm just going to have that in there so I can actually add a journaling card in there, and then I can just write on it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. We'll just go through it and do it at the same time. I just wanted to show you guys, I know a few people have asked me how I use my journals, how I prepare them, set them up, and this is just one I made for myself. And then I just gathered up all of the ephemera I was going to use, and then just kind of set it in here so it'd be easier for me to get through this video. But look at that, is that not gorgeous? Like I said, I'm not sure who the artist is, or you know, who does these digital kits. So they could be different ones, I don't know, but I want to know. So Emily, please link that below, or tell me and I will link it below, because I definitely want to buy these. Okay, and so here is one, and it's folded in half and distressed around, and I don't know if this one came from Emily or not, but you know, 99% of them have. So I'm going to put that here, and then I'm just going to add some glue at the bottom and maybe up the side, and so then I would have a pocket right here, and then another pocket on this side. And so then I'm gonna, I think I'm getting washed out there. Then, so I'm just gonna adhere that real quick. Let me see, where's my glue? So I can show you what I mean. I don't think I'm gonna go up the center. I think I'm just gonna go across the bottom. I don't think I need to do both of them, so I'm just gonna do it like that. Okay, so now I have a pocket on both sides. So that would just sit there. And then over here, of course I don't know that this is the actual journaling cards that will stay in each place, but they're all beautiful and I love them all. I added some stationery here, so when I go to write scripture or whatever it may be, I will probably turn it this way and then write down the lines. And then the next page, I could do that, or I could write it, you know, up and down, whichever way I want. But I do like to add stationery, and I just turn the page and write on it that way. This is some typing paper, and it came from Emily too, and it's really thin, so I just actually sewed the pockets up. I just folded it up and made a pocket on both sides. And then I will decorate this as I go with whatever I want. And then I just added a couple more of the journaling cards in here. And this paper here came with the envelope and also this paper. So all this paper, and I cannot remember who sent it to me. Oh my goodness. I've had so many swaps and things lately that I'm forgetting who gave me what. But anyway, all that come together, so I used it in here. And then, let's see, what do I have here? Oh, okay, so right here, I want, is that upside down or is that right? No, that's right. But I didn't want it there, I wanted it here. So what I'm gonna do, and you could staple this, which is probably what I'll do. This is just a little ticket, and I've had this for a while, and I believe this come from either Sue or, that was crooked, or Vicky. Can't remember where this one come from. I'll have to redo that one. But anyway, now there's just like a little tuck spot right there. And it's really more for decorative purposes for me, but you can definitely tuck something there. So when you have a page that is, you know, like, doesn't really have a back, or it has a background that's too busy and you can't write on, like a book page or, you know, a print, use it to put pictures on, or make a pocket and then put your, you know, journaling cards in there. And that way, I love adding like the book pages and things, but you gotta have it, you know, it has to be functional. And then this is just a piece of paper that I actually had here. This is also from this Happy Mail. And then this paper, which is so pretty. This came from Diane Shaw. I think I bought it last year. I bought a kit with a bunch of book pages in it. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love the little rabbits. So this was also in a swap or Happy Mail, and it's just an envelope that they've made out of paper and sewn around it. And then I've just added a bunch of things in here that I want to use in the journal, which is this vintage playing card, which I don't know if that come from Lena's shop, Emily, Sherry. I don't know where that come from. I've bought so many. And then these here, these little doilies, are from Rachel's shop. So if you're interested, check her out. She has all kinds of doilies, and that's Roxy Creation. But these two here specifically came from Vicky. They were in my journal, and she sent me quite a few, and so I put half of them in the journal she made me, and then these two I'm going to use in this one, because I just think they're so pretty. And then this was just a scrap piece of paper from cutting a tag down, and then two little things I got in a swap. It's just two little, why am I so white? There we go. Just two little tags, or journaling cards, and then this is just a price tag. Did I get that? I think I got that from Denise's shop, I do believe. I think. I'm starting to get so many things from so many different people and places, I'm forgetting where I'm getting it. So in the center, this was another piece of the paper that I got in the Happy Mail, and I just added a few things. I want to use this as a tuck spot on the side of a page, and I love the long, skinny embellishments like this, because you can just put it right here and then, you know, just have a tuck spot. So I really like that, and I'm going to use that somewhere, but I just went ahead and put it in here. There's another one of the journaling cards, and then this is one that I made, and I did these a while back, and I actually I did do a video on that, but it's been a couple months, I think. And then here, I just sewed this also to make the side pocket. I just pretty much sewed everything I wanted to sew as much as I could. I added a guest check and a tag that I just cut out from the paper, and then one of those. And so I have plenty of things in here that I can journal on, write on, make a list, whatever. And there's that tuck there. And now we're just repeating backwards with the same paper. There's the tabs, and these little tabs I did sew the tabs on also. And this, you know, like I said, I will decorate it as I go. I don't pre-decorate things like this because I don't know what I'll do on this page. So, you know, my layouts will be different. I just dropped something else when I drop. It's hard to tell. Okay, so this is one of my favorite pages. And I can't remember where I got this. I can't remember if it was from Emily or somewhere else. But anyway, I love this thing, and I knew when I got it I wanted to use it as a flip. And I plan on writing a prayer right here. And so this kind of, you know, hides it, which I like. But instead of just folding this top part over or cutting it off, I left it so it would have a tab. It'd be a tab. Let's turn it this way. See that? Is that not cute? I like that. I just wanted to leave that on there. So now it gave me an extra tab. And then the back, of course, has the other side of that envelope. And what I did when I put this envelope in, I actually folded in the flap and then glued it down so that would give that you know, make it more sturdy. So using in and out and things. So that's what I did with that one. And I don't know where this was, but it's hard to tell. But anyway, so what I'm gonna do is show you guys. Let's see where I'm at. I've already done that one and I've done that one. There was something I was gonna show you, now I don't remember what it was. Lisa, it's late at night and I'm doing this video because I wanted to use my journal and I was like, I can't use it until I do the video. Now I can't remember what I was going to show you. I swear it was this, but I don't remember. I don't know. I can't remember, but I will go ahead and show you this. So there's a couple ways that you can use these. You can put it towards the bottom. And so then you could adhere the bottom and then up one side. Okay, you can do the top and do the top and the side. Or you can put it right in the middle and do just, you know, the one side. And when I say that, I'm talking about adhering it. So you can adhere just this side, or you can do both and make the tuck spot smaller. You can also put it in the middle and have it as a belly band. So there is a lot of things that you can do with ephemera that's long and narrow like this, and that's one reason I love it so much. It's very versatile. And so I think what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna make it a tuck, and so I'm just gonna go right down the side and not the top or the bottom. That way it's a full page tuck. Like that. So now I've got, I don't have anything sitting here, this whole page that I can tuck something in right there. And I think that is so pretty. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, so this is just, you know, easy peasy stuff, but I have had people ask me, you know, how I set my journals up, how I use them. And I am gonna do a couple journal with me so you can see more of like in detail, I guess, how I use it. But this is my my faith journal, so it will be scripture writing or something, you know, to that effect. It won't be like plan with me. It won't be that type of a journal. I've seen some people do journal with me, and it's memory keeping, which is awesome, and that's what I'm starting to get into. But right now I'm just mainly using my journals for scripture writing and prayers and study notes and things like that. I do have a couple that I use for like everyday life, I guess, like when we go on vacation and things like that, to, I guess, memory keep those. But other than that, it's pretty simple. But I wanted to use this one for the spring, and I'm excited about using it because I do have, right now I have 4 of Lynette's journals from Design Team Projects, and I want to start using those. But I'm always afraid to start using them. I'm afraid I'm going to mess it up. Like, why I do that, I do not know, because I tell everybody else not to do that. But, you know, that's what I wanted to do right here. I wanted to show you where I was going to put this. And this could be a tuck. I think I was putting it right here. Yeah. This could be a tuck too. So if you wanted to use this as a tuck, then you wouldn't adhere the bottom down. You would just adhere the top down. Now what I'm gonna do is actually adhere the bottom down and have the top come off the page. So this part up here will actually stick off the page, if that makes sense. So it'd be kind of like a tab type thing. And at the same time, I think I'm still going to be able to see, yeah, Laura's name, which I wrote her name on there so I wouldn't forget. I should have done that with everything, but it's kind of hard. So there's the top, and see how it's popping off the page there, and I can see Laura's name that I wrote there. That's fine, it's for me, it's my journal. So yeah, and I'm gonna be adding more to this anytime I get, and look how that looks in the front, how that's sticking up. I love that, all the different little bits and pieces, all the little strings. I love to my strings. I just like the shabby look of that. But I am gonna be adding most of my Happy Mail things that I get in here. So I can add my tags and journaling cards or whatever that I get, I can put in my personal journals, because I don't put them in anything I sell, of course. And then this, which I love this ephemera holder, this is from Dee Dee. She made me and Emily one for Christmas, and that's where I have all my ephemera with the roses and stuff on it that I'm using. It's all right in here. So I've got all kinds to use. And then all my stickers, my floral stickers and things are in here, my butterflies. And so then anything I get from Happy Mail, I put in the back and keep that separated. But this is just my stuff that I'm gonna be using in the journal. So yeah. So anyway, if you guys are interested in a journal with me, I'll be doing one soon. It will be my first one, so you know, bear with me, I'm not a professional at that, but I have told a few people that I would do it because they requested it, and a few people have already wanted to see the inside of this, so I figured I would just go ahead and show that, finish setting it up, and then I can start writing in it. So yeah, I'm excited about this. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're doing well. Stay safe. Have a blessed day. Bye.